Dawn slid across the savanna in a thin line of gold, stretching slowly over the grasslands until every blade seemed to tremble with new light. Before the sun fully rose, the world held a fragile stillness, as if the land itself was holding its breath. In that soft quiet, a gazelle stepped into the open. Its hooves pressed lightly into the earth, barely bending the tender grass. It moved with a rhythm that seemed older than the wind, a rhythm taught by vigilance. Every motion, every pause, every turn of the head held a purpose. The savanna was wide, open, and beautiful. But beauty here was woven tightly with danger. Sound traveled strangely, sometimes too far, sometimes not far enough. The gazelle listened to the shifting rustles with the focus of a creature born to remain alert. A bird called from a distant acacia. Leaves whispered. The ground vibrated faintly with the distant steps of a wandering herd. The gazelle absorbed it all, allowing the savanna to become a living map inside its mind. Awareness was not anxiety, it was elegance. It turned ordinary movement into survival. The first breeze of morning passed through the grass and brushed over the gazelle's coat, carrying scents from far across the plains. Dry earth. Warm stone. The faint musk of a predator somewhere far away. Nothing immediate. Nothing alarming. But the gazelle tucked the information quietly into its thoughts. It stepped forward again. Its movements were fluid, so fluid that even the grass didn't sway too strongly behind it. To the casual eye, it looked delicate, almost fragile. But beneath that delicate frame was a body built on instinct, precision, and ancient memory. Each leap, each shift of weight, each breath was measured. A shadow drifted across the plain as a small flock of birds rose suddenly into the sky. Not startled, merely adjusting their path. The gazelle watched the direction they took. Birds were excellent messengers of what was coming long before the eyes could see it. The savanna began to warm. Heat ripples shimmered in the distance, bending the shape of the horizon. Other grazers emerged: zebras, wildebeest, and a few smaller antelopes. Herds moved as if stitched together by invisible threads, each animal adjusting to the subtle signals of the others. The gazelle remained apart for a moment, letting its senses test the world again. It lowered its head to graze, but even in that simple act, its ears continued rotating slightly, catching every change in sound. Its legs remained lightly bent, ready to move. Halfway through its first mouthful, it froze, not visibly, not dramatically, but internally. One ear tilted backward. Something behind it had shifted the air in a way that didn't belong to wind. Not danger yet. But not nothing. The gazelle lifted its head, staring calmly toward a cluster of bushes far behind it. Nothing moved. No snap of a twig, no flicker of fur. The world appeared unchanged. Yet the gazelle trusted the faintest cues, the silence that had appeared too suddenly, the smell that lingered just slightly longer than it should, the instinct humming softly beneath its ribs. It stepped away, not in panic, but with deliberate grace, circling toward the direction of the herd. Elegant. Measured. A movement so smooth it held no threat, no sound, no wasted energy. Its awareness guided it, not fear. The sun climbed higher. Heat pressed down harder. The gazelle rested under the shadow of a lonely thorn tree, its breathing steady and rhythmic. It watched insects climb across the bark. It watched the shifting line of shade as the sun moved overhead. It watched dust swirl in tiny spirals when the wind thinned. In those quiet hours, awareness was not work. It was like breathing, constant, gentle, always there. When the afternoon shook awake with distant thunder, the gazelle rose. Storms changed everything. Rain muted sense. Thunder masked danger. Mud slowed escape. The gazelle moved toward higher ground, feeling the air thicken with electricity. A low rumble vibrated through the earth. But this one wasn't thunder. The gazelle froze again, subtle but complete. Its body became a single, tuned instrument, listening. A second rumble. Closer. More rhythmic. Heavy paws pressing into the ground. Predator. The gazelle didn't bolt, not yet. Running too soon drew attention. Movement too sharp broke the camouflage of stillness. Awareness first. Action second. Its ears pinpointed the direction, downwind, moving slowly, carefully, with intent. Whoever was hunting believed they were unseen. That was dangerous. That required finesse. The gazelle stepped backward once. Twice. Quiet as a falling leaf. Then it turned, choosing a path with the smallest patches of loose soil, the firmest ground, the clearest line ahead. Running without awareness was wasted effort. Running with awareness was art. Only when the wind shifted, carrying a stronger, unmistakable scent, a lion, did the gazelle launch into motion. It didn't sprint in panic. It sprang with grace. Its legs stretched with powerful arcs, hooves landing lightly on chosen ground. Its body lifted and floated as much as it ran. The lion broke cover behind it, roaring through the grass, claws tearing into the earth, but the gazelle was already gliding ahead. Left. A leap. A turn. A weightless rise over a fallen branch. Every movement guided by awareness of space, distance, sound, and instinct. It didn't flee wildly. It danced with the savanna. The lion pursued, determined, but every time it lunged, the gazelle was elsewhere, a shift of direction, a twist of the torso, a perfectly timed jump that placed it just beyond reach. The chase carved a path through grass and shadow until finally the lion slowed. Its breath grew heavy. Its energy drained. The gazelle continued a little farther, then slowed to a soft, floating trot. Finally, it stopped, chest rising and falling gently, not with fear, but with steady rhythm. Awareness had saved it. Awareness had shaped its movement into something almost beautiful. Storm winds brushed against its coat, pushing the grass in chaotic sways. The gazelle lifted its head again, observing the changing sky. Life on the savanna wasn't about being the fastest, nor the strongest, nor the most cunning. It was about knowing the world well enough to move through it with intention. As the first raindrop fell on its back, the gazelle turned toward a distant ridge glowing faintly under the stormlight, its silhouette delicate but sure. The savanna rustled in response, as if acknowledging the truth the gazelle embodied: elegance is not softness. Elegance is awareness turned into motion. And awareness, when sharpened by instinct, can survive almost anything. The thunder finally cracked behind it, loud, raw, earth-shaking. The gazelle did not flinch. It simply continued walking, graceful as breath, disappearing into the rising veil of rain as if the storm itself stepped aside to let it pass. And somewhere in that rolling thunder, something unseen moved in the grass and paused, as though even it knew better than to chase a creature so fully awake to the world.